Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about a miracle serum, and if you are aging like me, then that's probably going to excite you as much as it excited me. So let's definitely get into talking about this miracle serum from Louise Cosmetics. Alright guys, now you know for Fabulous February I do want to talk a little bit about the brand, just a little bit before we jump into the product, so just hang tight with me because I like to know who I'm buying from, and again I want to be able to give us some information about this brand as well as the quality of the product. So at Louise Cosmetics, this is from the Google by the way, at Louise Cosmetics they believe that everyone should have easy access to wholesome, natural, and organic beauty products. Amen, sister. My grandmothers, Mary, that's her maternal grandmother, and Louise, her paternal grandmother, always used natural recipes and homemade remedies in their everyday routines. Mary and Louise continually inspire what our brand stands for and how we source our ingredients. She says, I've always been obsessed with natural beauty products and would often make them for myself. In 2017, so she fresh. Mary Louise was founded with the mission of creating nourishing and clean beauty products, love that, and clean beauty products that make skincare easy and fun. So that was what drew me to this brand, that it was sister owned and that it was about a clean, natural products. All of that was speaking my language. So I decided to try out this miracle serum, and the reason why I wanted to was specifically because I am someone who is trying to be a little bit corrective in my skincare routine as well as proactive and preventative. I've mentioned before that I was pretty negligent to my skin whenever I was younger. Skincare just wasn't a conversation that we had in the home, and so I know that there's a lot of stuff and a lot of damage that I've done to my skin that could have been prevented, but it is what it is, and so I'm trying to correct as much as I can as well as age as gracefully as I can in the future as well. So this is the miracle serum, and it has 3 ingredients, which I absolutely love. There's only 3 ingredients, that's it. And it's all good stuff. There's bao, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, oil, sunflower oil, and vitamin C. Now this particular product is meant to be used, and how I use it is you want to use it after you've added some type of hydration to the skin, but before you put on your moisturizer. So I like to use this in the morning after I put my hyaluronic acid serum on. I let that dry just a bit because you don't want to apply this to damp skin. Damp skin is the way to go, because if you apply it to dry skin, it doesn't really move around the skin as nice, and you end up tugging and pulling, and again that's just not something you want to do, especially not in your skincare routine, but to your skin at all. So you really want to apply this to damp skin because then it really moves around the face beautifully. And I like the fact that this does soak in fairly quickly, so as someone who has oily skin or who wears makeup, you're not sitting around forever. It soaks into the skin after a minute or two, but you can immediately see how everything feels locked in, moisturized, plumped, and hydrated, and I absolutely love that. Now this says that you can use it in the AM or the PM. I am someone who uses my vitamin C in the AM because one of the things about vitamin C is that it helps with sun damage. So I like to use mine in the AM, but you could use it in the PM depending on what else is going on in your routine. So let's quickly talk about the 3 ingredients and just really quick talk about some high level benefits that each one gives. So the bao oil, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, is all about nourishing and improving skin elasticity, and it actually soothes dry skin. It's rich in omega-3, 6, and 9 fatty acids, and it's great for anti-aging because it helps fight free radicals. It also treats damaged and dry, itchy skin like eczema and psoriasis. Now that's the bao. And so for me, that whole omega, the fatty acids, the elasticity, that fighting off the free radicals, that's exactly what I need in my routine. So I'm loving that oil for that particular piece of it. And then whenever you read into sunflower oil, again, it's another one that's rich in vitamin E. It's rich in nutrients and antioxidants. It's effective for combating skin issues like acne, inflammation, redness, and sunflower oil is actually emollient, so it actually helps the skin retain moisture, and that's key. That's definitely key, and that's another reason why I absolutely love this product, because I can tell that it's sealing everything into the skin. The vitamin C, of the many things that it does, it's great for most skin types. It's hydrating, it's brightening, it helps reduce redness and evens out the skin tone, which I really need the evening out of the skin tone. It helps with the hyperpigmentation, and it helps with under eye circles. So vitamin C, and that's just a few of the benefits of vitamin C. So vitamin C is one of those things that is really, really important for me to have somewhere in my routine. Like I mentioned, I use it in the AM, but it's got to be somewhere in there. The reason why I particularly love this one is because I like the fact that, number one, it's in a serum form. It's easy to use. It soaks into the skin well. But again, I love that this is organic and natural, and there's only 3 ingredients in it, and of course it's from a sister-owned brand, so all of those were exactly what I was looking for. Now, the only problem I would say I have with this is the fact that you don't really know how much vitamin C is in here, and I have learned that being able to know your percentages, 2%, 1.5%, you know, knowing how much of each ingredient is in your skincare is very important, because that's going to help you have realistic expectations of what is going to happen when you use this on a consistent basis. You know, if it doesn't have enough in it, it's going to take you a little bit longer, or if it's a little bit more potent, it might not take as long, but you might want to be a little bit more careful and pay attention to the other things that you're putting on your face. So kind of knowing how much of a product you have is really, really important, and you don't know that with this one. Now, you would hope with 3 ingredients you're getting a good amount of each product, but again, it would just be something that I would just put out there as far as one of the downfalls. Some more pros to it is the fact that it comes in this dark bottle, which is really good for vitamin C, because you don't want sunlight to hit that, because it breaks it down quicker than it would if you kind of had it in a nice place away from the sun. So I love the way I love the darkness of the bottle. Now, this does come in 2 fluid ounces, which you would think, thank goodness I get so much of it, because a lot of times stuff like this comes in really small bottles. You only get about 1 fluid ounce, so this is double that. I will say though, when it comes to something like vitamin C, bigger's not always better, because as you can see, mine is already turning this yellow color. It's very light, but I can see that it's already more yellow than when I originally got it. And right now I can still use it, but I'm already getting less of the potency of the vitamin C as I did when I first picked it up. So even though it seems great that you're getting a little bit more, that doesn't mean you're necessarily going to be able to use it all, or it's going to force you to use a little bit more, and a little goes a long way. You don't need a lot when you put this on every single day. So just kind of keep in mind that yes, you're getting double of what I have seen in normal, like the good molecules, normally that comes in 1 fluid ounce. You're getting double that. That doesn't necessarily mean you're getting the best, because again, it's going to be, right now I can still use it, but when it starts getting deep yellow into the orange, I'm going to have to throw it out. So hopefully I can get through it before it gets to that point, but just keep that in mind. It's not something you want a big vat of to be sitting around at all. So let me know down below, do you have vitamin C somewhere in your skincare routine? You know, when do you use it? What type do you use? Have you seen any benefits? I myself have seen a huge benefit since I have had vitamin C. Even if I'm using different ones, I have seen a huge improvement in my skin with vitamin C. Just how, you know, I can see how much more radiant my skin looks. It just looks smoother. It looks a little bit more even. The hyperpigmentation or the dark spots aren't as prominent. And again, this helps with sun damage, so I like to use this in combination with my sunscreen, because I feel like it just kind of gives me another barrier to really kind of block out any of the sun's damage that I would get on a regular basis. So I'm really, really liking this. I hope this information helps someone else out there. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up, and while you're here on my channel, take a look around, see what else your girl has to offer, and if you're liking what you see, hit that subscribe button, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.